Welcome back everyone to the channel, and I want to first wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, as this is being uploaded on Christmas Day. So I definitely want to wish you guys all the best, and hopefully you guys are enjoying with your family, your loved ones, or if not, you're just having a pleasant and lovely day. But I want to address what is going on in this war versus King Jeffrey. You probably saw Clash with Corey cover it as well, and his information is down in the description too. You definitely should go subscribe down to him. He is a fantastic YouTuber, covers a lot of Clash content, and does a great job. But it is the DragBat strategy. I know you guys have probably seen it all over YouTube, but it's absolutely insane. I was covering it on my live stream just the other day, showing the crazy attacks, and literally these were not even planned. They were just going in, hitting it fresh, and pretty much not even really looking at the base, maybe looking at it for a couple seconds. And we were kind of challenging them to, on the live stream, to hit it right away and not even wait. And that's what some of them did. And the hit rates for these bases are insane. We went, 10 for 12, 11v11. Not all of them were bats, but like a good 90% of them were with the DragBat spells. And we went about like 24 for 33, 10v10. It's just absolutely crazy. So I'm going to show you the 10s and the 11s in this one. I know I've brought a lot of 12 content lately, and you guys definitely want to see the 11s and 10s. So I'm bringing that to you guys in this video. So hopefully you guys enjoy. All right, so first I wanted to go in here and show you guys the bases. Their Town Hall 11 start at number 8, I believe here. Yeah, so number 8 is where they start, and they go down all the way to 17 for their 11s. So look at these. We hit it fresh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these bases were hit fresh. 2 of the bases were hit, took 2 tries on. And it's just absolutely crazy. These were all 11v11s. And then as you can see, these are the 10v10s. A lot of them are the first try. Some took 2, some took 3. Obviously, on anything that took more, I'm not going to show. Those are some good defenses. But I'm going to show you all the fresh ones. And not all of them, but a good amount of them to show the DragBat strategy is absolutely crazy. So let's go ahead and get into the first one and walk you through it. And then I'll kind of highlight a lot of other ones to kind of go through them fast, but walk through very kind of minute details in the first couple. All right, so this first one is actually going to be Sunshine coming in, and what you're going to see is the 9 dragons down here, and what he's going to do is kind of create a bit of a funnel, and he's going to come away from the sweepers, right? So he's not going to fight the sweepers. He's just going to come from where they are not pointing. Going to use the queen on one side to help pick off the defenses on there. Use the king down here and help pick off the defenses here. It's kind of like you would see like the heroes being used to Sui on each side, and then use miners through the base. But in this case, it's just going to be the dragons, and they're just going to fly in, so away from the sweeper. So let's go ahead and put this to ×2 here. But look what comes out of the CC. A baby dragon and witch comes out. So no poison taken. Has the bat spells. Drops them leading into this charge. You can also see some of the times they're going to drop the bat spells on, and especially for the 11s, on the multi-target infernos with the freezes there. But look at these bat spells just wreck through the base here and push his way through. Not even going to kind of worry about the queen. Not going to worry about the CC. And just going to move his way through. Drops the freeze on that wizard tower. And then it's just a matter of cleanup. It's just basically use your heroes on one side away and fly away from the sweepers so you don't get pushed back. And that definitely can help get that 3-star. This is 10v10. So let's get into the next one here. All right, so here is GoldenEye coming in with the actual 8 dragons on this one, 7 bat spells. And so what is he going to do? Where are the sweepers? Sweepers pointed this way. The next sweeper is pointed this way. All right, so if you want to fly from behind the sweepers, you're going to see him use the queen over here because there's an air defense right there. So what he wants to do is he wants to use the queen to pick off an air defense. He's going to use the king up here to help create a bit of a funnel for the dragons. So if the queen grabs all this, then the dragons can literally just be spammed right through this base. And the dragons are going to help remove that multi-target where the queen is, plus whatever's in the CC. And then you're going to see the bat spells get placed right here and push its way through the base. So let's go ahead and see these dragons push their way through. Uses the baby dragon as well. King is clearing a bit of a funnel, and he's just going to push his way through. Out comes a baby dragon. Right out of that CC with an archer. There are some air skellies, but look at this. So the side that the dragons are not on, he uses the bat spells here, and they're just going to push their way through that side, clear it, drops the freeze on that wizard tower on the back end there, and these dragons are going to have no problem moving their way through this base with that stone slammer. So coming from behind the sweeper can definitely help take it down, so your dragons don't get pushed back, and it's just a matter of cleanup at this point. Remember, use your heroes to funnel on each side, and then just send the dragons in. It's absolutely crazy what you can do with these maxed out level 3 bat spells at Town Hall 10. All right, so here is Lex coming in, and so you're going to see another hero, King, be used as a funnel down here. Where are the sweepers? Sweeper is right here, and sweeper is right here. All right, so where are you going to send the dragons? From this direction, because the sweepers are not protecting that way. So you're going to use the king down here, and you're going to use the queen over here, remove this bit of a funnel, and the dragons are going to fly this way from away from the sweepers, right? Since they're both pointing this way, you have an easy path right through the base. The lava hounds are going to lead the charge through the base here. Out comes a little bit of a Tesla farm. Not going to worry, just going to push right into the gut of this base. Has the 7 bats, going to use on whichever side that the dragons do not go. So now the hounds fly over here. Out comes the dragon and a baby dragon and a witch. And the king aggroes onto a multi, which isn't going to really do much. And so look at this. The dragons are, so he's kind of reacting on the fly here. So now that the dragons are over here, he wants to remove the single target in this air defense section over here. So he sends the bats over here, freezes the wizard tower, which is a bunch of splash, and look at these bats just going to group up and take that whole side down where the bats weren't, where the dragons weren't going, and just moving through this base, which is absolutely crazy. Look at how many bats are left. Look at all these dragons. And it's just, these attacks are like under a minute and 45 seconds, which is absolutely crazy. They are so fast. This is at ×2 speed, but it's just ridiculous. These hits just fly away from the sweepers and get your funnel down and send the dragons in, and the bats on the side that your dragons don't go down mid-attack. And it's pretty much getting a 3-star every time. Again, single target infernos and multi-target infernos. All right, so here is Lex coming in again at the Town Hall 11 level. And what does he got? He's got 13 dragons. Doesn't have actually any balloons in this case, but has 7 bat spells. So let's go ahead and see what he's going to do. Where are the sweepers? Well, both sweepers are pointing this direction. So what is he going to do? The king is going to go this way, right? Going to create a little bit of funnel like the Town Hall 10s. So the king's going to beat on the Town Hall. So he definitely wants to see which way the king's going to go. It's pretty much a symmetrical base for the most part. So he believes the king's going to go this way. All right, so now the queen is going to be responsible for this section over here. He probably wants her to get this air defense down there and then just send the mass dragons right through this base with the warden on air. And then he's going to send the bats on the side that the dragons don't go down, or on the back end, which is actually back here, so that they can take out all of the air defenses. So king pops his ability. Dragons are moving through the multi-target infernos. Doesn't have to worry. The single target won't really do anything. Out comes a lava loon, which makes it a lot easier, but sometimes you don't actually want the dragons to get locked onto that lava hound. But look at this. So now that the dragons are coming through, he's going to wait for the bat spells. So he's going to drop the rage, freeze, and then the bat spells. And look at the bat spells clear this whole back section right there. So it's not necessarily dropping the bat spells in the beginning, clearing a path. You want to do the dragons and the bat spells together mid-attack so they can just overwhelm the base. And look at this. It's not, this was like another one that's under a minute 45 seconds. So fast. I'm not even at a ×2 speed. And look at this base just completely annihilated. So Lex absolutely killing it. Not only at 10v10, which he got a 6-pack, but also at 11v11. Look at these go. It's just ridiculous, the power of these attacks. And then here is Lex's second 11v11 with 12 dragons and 3 balloons in this case. There is a single target inferno, so it's not, that's actually going to be helpful because of these dragons or with the bats, love to overpower it. But let's go and take a look. He's going to use the king on this side. He's going to use the queen over here. The queen's going to pick off that air defense very easily, and then he's going to shoot the dragons right down the gut of the space. And remember, these were fresh hits. So the queen actually gets the air defense, but he forgets to pop the queen ability, which is the crazy part. So now the dragons are going to fly into this multi-target inferno. The stone slammers flying into that way gets picked by the single, but then actually loses it because the tornado trap spins it out of its radius. But then look, so these dragons are going to be flying into this way, and then the rage and bat spells are going to be over here. Not going to use the freeze spell because there is no splash damage. The splash damage is right here. That's the only remaining splash right there, the wizard tower, because the dragons pretty much took out all of that. So as the dragons are, as the bats are meeting up and coming this way, then he's going to drop the freeze on that wizard tower so that these bats can continue through this base. So you want to use the freeze on splash damage on wizard towers, multi-target infernos. Then the bats meeting up with the dragons can absolutely wreck these bases. Lexagram absolutely showcasing how strong this attack is. Absolutely crazy. Just how fast they can clear these 11s and 10s. Absolutely insane. All right, so here is Muffagram coming in on this 11, and what is he going to do? He's going to use the queen to help funnel. And why is the queen being dropped over here? Well, because there's an air defense over here. So he feels he can send some balloons actually to remove this archer tower. Queen can help create a bit of a funnel and also grab that air defense. So if the queen's going to be dropped over here, then that means the king is going to be dropped on this side, the opposite side, to clear this way so that the dragons can fly right between them. And why this way? Well, because of these sweepers. The sweepers are pointing to this. Yes, the queen is on this side of the base, but the sweepers are actually dictating where he's going to fly. Sweepers are like, okay, this side's not protected. I'm going to fly directly to that. So first, make sure you look at where the sweepers are pointing. If they're both pointing in a certain direction, come from behind them and then use the dragons to fly through the base. And then wherever there are the other air defenses, that is where you want to drop the bat spells to clear it. So the air defenses are down here across the board. So here comes the bat spells. There's no splashed over here, so you don't need a free spell. And the bats are going to be able to overwhelm this whole bottom side as these dragons clear the top side. And look at these bats go through the whole bottom side there. Going to be able to remove that eagle and remove that air defense and just literally remove everything as these dragons come through. The stone slammer is going through, and now the bat's going to target onto the queen. And it's just literally overkill. It's just the biggest things you want to look for is where the sweepers are pointing. Use your heroes on each side, and then make that funnel. Have your queen pick off an air defense. Send the dragons through the base, and pretty much that is going to get you the 3 stars. Absolutely crazy. 10v10, 11v11. But yeah, wow, it's absolutely insane right now with the update. And so that is going to wrap up this video here today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know there's a lot of bat spell videos out on YouTube now, but I definitely haven't covered it all too much at Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11. But those are kind of the biggest tips I would suggest you guys bring is fly from behind the sweepers, use your heroes to funnel, and then use the bat spells on the other side of the base where the dragons are not going to be able to really get to. That's where you use the rage, bat spells, and the freeze for any multi-target infernos or wizard towers. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think of this, if you guys think it's still too strong, if it needs a nerf, and if it's really taking over a clash, if it's like changing your mindset of the game. But maybe give it a try and see what you can do. If you have the power potions, it's definitely something to think about and use in the future. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe down below to help grow the community. We do come out with those daily videos. And guys, happy holidays and a Merry Christmas to all. And have a good New Year's as well towards the end of the year. But you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Carbonfin signing out. Peace.